Hello guys, welcome to the channel. From today, we are starting our classification algorithms and our first algorithm is logistic regression. Okay, so what is logistic regression or what is classification? You can understand by this. Okay, logistic regression is a supervised machine learning algorithm used for classification problems. So understand what is classification problem. Basically, it predicts categories or classes instead of continuous value. We saw in our regression algorithms like linear regression, multiple linear regression, we predicted continuous values like 5, 10, 20, like this. Okay. Now we will predict categories or classes. What it means. Suppose example spam or not spam, pass or fail, disease or no disease, yes or no, customer will buy or not buy. Okay, these are examples of categories which we will predict by classification algorithms. Okay, so the output is usually 0 for no and 1 for yes, means false and true. Okay, now you can understand logistic regression through this graph. Now we have 1 and 0 predictions. No, yes, or false or true means suppose this is spam means true. This is not spam, false. Okay. Pass, true. Fail, 0. Okay. So it will always predict from 0 to 1. Okay. So we saw in our uh, basically linear regressions models, we saw linear graphs or non-linear graphs. In this type of algorithm, we will always see it will basically draw a curve, as curve. Okay, it will draw as curve to predict the values, predict the basically categories 0 or 1. Okay, so we will perform our logistic regression on this data set. This is input column and this is output column. Means suppose I am 19 years old. It has a chance to that something I will not purchase. Someone of age 35 will not purchase. Someone of age 32 will purchase. This is that kind of data set. Okay. So I will show you how we can do it practically. Okay. Now, first I will import some required libraries. Import numpy as np, import pandas as pd, import matplotlib dot pyplot as plt, import cbon as sns. Now I will load the data set. Suppose data is equal to pd dot read slash csv, because I have csv file. Suppose this is my data set. I will right click, copy path, control V. Now I will check my data is loaded or not by checking its first three rows. So yeah, my data gets loaded and this is my first three rows. Okay. Now I will first plot a graph to show you how the graph of classification problems looks like. Okay. plt dot figure fixed size. I will take some size for my graph, 4 3 suppose. Now I will plot a scatter plot. I will plot a scatter plot. Suppose I will take x is equal to age, my age column, and y for purchased column. Okay. purchased, purchased. Okay. And data, what is my data? Data is my data because in data variable I have stored the data, right? So I will write data. Now plt dot show. So for 1 and for 0, this is how it looks like. Okay, 0 1, sorry, 1 and 0. Okay, and purchase, no, they will not purchase for 0, and yes, they will purchase for 1. Okay, now first I will basically divide my data set into input column and output columns. Age is my input column and purchase is my output column. Suppose x is equal to, I have taken my input column. What is my input column? Age. And for y, I will take my output column. Okay. Okay. Now I have taken input column and output column separately. Okay. Now I will I will divide the dataset into training dataset and testing dataset. Training for training my model and testing for testing the model after building the model, right? So first I will import train test split from sklearn dot model selection import train test split, right? Now, now I will take my all four variables x train, x test, y train, and y test is equal to, I will call my train test split. Okay, for which columns, which variables I'm splitting, x and y. So what in what ratio I want to divide my data set? I want my data set into 20% for the testing data and 80% for the training data. So I'm taking 20% as my testing data. So I will write test size equal to 0.2. Now I will write random state is equal to 42. Okay. These things I have already discussed in detail. Now my data gets divided into my into my training data and testing data. Okay. Now I will build my model from sklearn dot linear model import logistic regression. Okay. Logistic regression. Now suppose I will make an object to call logistic regression. Now I will fit my lo- uh, training data set into my model x train and y train, right? Now it gets fitted. Okay, it trained my model. Now I will check my accuracy of the model. Okay, lr dot score x test comma y test into 100. So yeah, I'm basically getting 91% accuracy, which is quite high accuracy, which is good. means our model is good. Okay. Suppose I will check by predicting a value. Suppose I will check 19. Okay. I'm taking 19. Okay. So let's see what it predicts. Sorry, I forgot to put parenthesis. Yeah. So yeah, it gave me 0. Okay. So see here. It was 0 here also. Okay. And it predicted also 0. So yeah, my model is working good. Now I will show you how it predicts, how it draws a line for predicting values for 0 and 1. Okay. I will I will show you a prediction line on this. Okay. I will show you a prediction line on this graph. Okay. So suppose I will take first figure size. Figure size is equal to 4, 3. I'm taking. I'm making a small graph. SNS dot scatter plot. Suppose I will take age in X and Y for LR dot predict X. LR dot predict X, and I will take data is equal to data, because in data variable I have data set. Suppose I will give some color of my prediction line as red. Okay, I'm giving red. Okay, now plt dot show. Okay. So okay, first give you I will plot this also. Purchased also. I will plot purchased also first, and I will give here line plot. Line plot. Okay, purchase. Okay, sorry. Yeah. So this is how I will not take color in this. I will use default color blue. So yeah, now you can see how it predicted the values, how it predicted the output as user will purchase or not, 0 and 1. How how it makes this prediction line. So this is how logistic regression works. Okay, that's all in this video. In the next video, we will see binary classification, multi-class classification. Okay, so thank you.